on first, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the celebration as the guest of honor at the 60th Independence Day celebrations of Maldives. Maldivian President Mohammad Muizzu was seated just beside Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There you get a glimpse of the celebrations that are underway. Prime Minister Modi at Maldives celebrating their 60th Independence Day. Prime Minister Modi, who's attending this event as their guest of honor. And they're in a grand celebration, and of course that warm welcome that Prime Minister Narendra Modi received. You're watching these pictures that are coming in from Republic Square in Male. We've seen so far how Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is certainly looking out for Maldives at all times. India has also pledged $565 million to Maldives to boost their infrastructure. This as line of credit in the two-day visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Maldives. And there you see how these grand celebrations have been planned as India has spoken about boosting ties with Maldives.
On behalf of all the Maldivians, I sincerely thank the Prime Minister for accepting my invitation to come to the Maldives on this very important historic occasion. We are really looking forward to implementing the agreements and MOUs we have signed. Both our countries, people are looking forward because it will definitely benefit the tourists who come here and for the Maldivians who go to India. India is one of the major tourism country that helps the Maldives with tourism, and definitely with Prime Minister's visit it is going to increase a lot, and I'm sure people-to-people exchange between the two countries will greatly boost because of this visit. He's a wonderful person who's very fond of building the relationship between its neighbors, India's neighbors, and Maldives and India has a very good relationship that goes back centuries, and with his leadership and cooperation between our two countries, between the two governments, I'm sure it's going to be prosperous, even more prosperous in the days ahead.
Cutting across to my colleague Pranay Upadhyay, editor India Today Global. Pranay, as you continue to track every movement of Prime Minister Modi and all that is happening in Maldives, the aim was to reset ties, and seems like both India and Maldives quite there, not just in terms of the positive statements that have been made on both sides of the many MOUs that have been signed, and how India is looking to boost bilateral relations with Maldives.
Absolutely right, Swesha. Indeed, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit is not only in terms of the statement coming from the Maldivian leadership are very positive, but also there are some tangible results which we have seen during Prime Minister Modi's visit to Maldives on the 60th Independence Day of Maldives, because after the conclusion of the bilateral talks and the agreements, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today participated in the 60th Independence Day celebrations in the Parliament Square today, the Independence Square event, and thereafter now Prime Minister Modi is set to depart for India. He's set to leave Male very soon. He has already boarded the aircraft. This is what we have been told by the sources, and definitely this two-day visit of Prime Minister Modi is certainly going to reset the relationship between these two nations, and it's also again reassured the Maldivian people that India is a country, India is a close neighbor on whom they can rely upon. India has always been a time-tested friend for Maldives, be the time of a political upheaval or of attempted coup in 1988. India launched Operation Cactus at that point of time, sent the military commandos to save the Mamoon Abdul Gayoom's government, and even after that, India always stood with Maldives in difficult and trying times. We have seen how India helped during the COVID times, with the supply of COVID vaccines, to ensuring the footfall of the travelers and tourists remain in Maldives, even in those difficult times. So these are the list of efforts made by India. Though for a brief period of time we have seen the diplomatic tensions between both the countries, but that has become a past now, because the kind of gesture extended by the Maldivian government, you have seen, Trisha, this clearly shows that Maldives has also realized that being a close neighbor to Maldives in Indian Ocean region, India is a big country, and whose partnership is not only valued for Maldives in terms of the security, but also in terms of their economic growth, and that's why it's been decided that India and Maldives will soon launch a negotiation for the free trade agreement. So this two-nation tour of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the one centerpiece we can certainly highlight is the free trade agreement. This is the in UK Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Modi's visit concluded the free trade agreement, the biggest free trade agreement for India and UK, and even in Maldives, the negotiations will soon be launched for India-Maldives free trade agreement negotiations.
All right, Pranay, many thanks for getting us those details.